Hey guys, thank you for joining me today. We're going to be taking a look at Kingdoms and Castles. Kingdoms and Castles, it was released July 20th, 2017 on Steam. This is actually where I purchased it, and it's under the category of City Builder, Strategy, Medieval, Building, and Indie. I can certainly attest for every single one of those tags on Steam. And actually, you know what? I already lowered the music a little bit, but I'm going to drop it down to 25% as it is kind of taking over my voice here. Hopefully it's not too loud for you guys. I'll try adjusting that in the video when I do the edit. But anyways, Kingdoms and Castles is a game about growing your kingdom from a tiny hamlet to a sprawling city and imposing castle. Now this game, it doesn't really have any kind of storyline. It doesn't really have any kind of campaign. But however, it is a sandbox type of game. That being said, we're gonna go right into creating a new mode, or new game rather, under the standard mode. So there's so there's a standard mode that's recommended, and there's a creative mode. So the standard mode, choose from 3 difficulties and a random map. Grow your kingdom from a tiny hamlet into a sprawling city and castle. Okay, so that is actually what I just described the game as, and that I got that directly from the Steam store. And creative mode, sandbox for experimenting and testing. Customize your difficulty while playing. Spawn villagers, Vikings, resources at will. Toggle the ability to build instantly and for free. Ah, I see. And you can edit or tweak your map before you begin. Okay, so that's just straight up sandbox creative, you know, kind of like Gary's mode sandbox. Gary's mod. I can't talk today! Okay, so we're gonna do standard mode. Alright, and let's see. There's Pax Lawn for no threats. A peaceful land with no enemy invaders. Long, lovely summers, short and mild winters. Sommern, easy mode. A good region with a new ruler. Long, lovely summers, short and mild winters, less raiders and dragons. Or there's Vintar. Harsh. That actually does sound a bit harsh. Vintar. Anyways, that's the hard mode. A harsh land, but a wise ruler can succeed. More raiders and dragons. Possible to lose happiness. Possible to lose if happiness goes too low for too long. Dang, that's pretty intense. All right, we're gonna go with Sommern. All right, and we can choose our lands, so that's pretty cool. This is the land that I was given. I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know about this one. Yeah, let's look at the next randomly generated map they got for us. This one ain't bad either. But, oh man, this is interesting actually. Maybe like the main castle city could be like right here in the island, you know? Okay, let's look at I kind of want to start with one that's a bit easier. Like maybe just one big land. Maybe we could try to do that around here. Yeah, this land doesn't look that bad. Looks like there's some stone. It's only accessible from one side. Stone. There's a lot of stone on that island. You know what? I mean, it is a bit challenging. You know what? Let's look for a different one. I kind of want one that's just like a rectangle, one big rectangle. I mean, we could even do this land, but it's gonna be hard farming on that one. There's not a lot of fertile land. And you can tell by what's fertile, what's not, by the darker colored greens. The darker it is, the more fertile the land. And essentially, if it's appearing yellow, almost like this, like a yellow-green, that land is not fertile. You cannot plant. This one is not bad. Not bad, not bad. All right, let's choose this. Ooh, we can change our banners. Oh, man. Name your kingdom. We're gonna be the Targaryens. I did not. Did I spell that right? I'm gonna have to. I will. Let me look up how to spell Targaryen. Okay, Targaryen. Targaryen. Oh yeah, we're the Targaryens. Oh, you could upload a custom banner. That's awesome. All right, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, here we go. We're finally here in our land. Okay, so barren, this is what I mean. This is a little fertile, and this is very fertile. Darker it gets, yeah, very fertile. So there's 3 levels of fertility for the land. Barren, fertile, and very fertile. So let's try to do this with intent. Let's like split off a section just for farming, and then we can build residential homes in the areas that aren't. Also, let me check the graphics here. Full screen, VSync, we're turning that off. That might be why. There we go. Oh, so much better. Our first task. Oh, you guys might not be able to see it, so let me actually move this avatar of mine. I'm so sorry. Woo! Alright, so build a keep to begin your kingdom. Okay, let's start over here. Unusable stone. Is there any way we can break the stone? It's too bad if we can't. Alright, build a keep. And that is what we will do. We will build a keep. Oh, there's certain direction of the Okay, building our keep. Year 1. Congratulations. Targaryen has grown to become a quiet hamlet. Yes. Looks like we have 5 civilians. 2 are idle. That means the other 3 must be building this. Now 4 are idle. Happiness is 97. That's pretty good. But we also don't have anything right now. So let's see what our advisor says. If you click your keep, a little box on your bottom right will pop up, and it will give you some information in regards to what's going on in that keep. So your home and court, consult with advisors here. Fire risk is at a high right now. High risk, additional wells strongly recommended. Okay, so they can't just pull water out from the shores. I'm pretty sure you can, but I think it's more efficient if you have a well. Alright, so if you click for your advisors, there's agriculture, city, and military, and they give you some advice according to like where you currently are in the game. So right now, with only 1 keep, my advisor for agriculture is saying, "Good day, sire. We'll need farms first to feed our workers." Okay, I'll take that advice. Good day, sire. Let's begin growing our kingdom with some roads, then houses. Alright. And military, I guess we don't have any threat for military right now. So they are just hanging out, you know, all is dandy. Let's build some homes. It's too far, so we need roads first. Oh, there's stone roads now. Interesting. Okay. Alright, we don't have any more wood, so we'll do something like this for now. And since we're going to be farming in all of this land, let's just chop away all this wood. And the thing that you guys want to keep in mind about this game, when you chop wood, right, and you chop down the tree, if there's no forester built around there, and if it's not within the forester's region, trees don't grow back. And I'll show you guys what we can do with the forester later. We're going to have to get some stone first. So we're going to have to build a quarry. So right over here, start collecting some stone. Once we do that, we can build a forester. And a forester, they have like a certain region that it shows or displays before you build the actual building. And it shows the region in which like the forester harvester like starts planting seeds and also grows trees. So it's basically like an infinite resource as long as it's within that forester region. The thing you got to keep in mind though, you can't just build that anywhere. It has to be where a tree already exists. So once I cut down all these trees, I won't be able to build a forester anywhere around here because there won't be any trees. Which I'm okay with because we're going to be planting all of our farms over here and crop. Because this is the most fertile land. Looks like we got iron. Some wolves. Will eat anything that comes near except peasants that work at a forester. Can be killed by soldiers. Oh, so wolves can be friends with foresters. That's pretty neat. Alright, year 2. 2 people visited, but nobody could find a home. Our city is full. We need more homes. Alright, no problem. We will be building you guys 2 more homes. And in addition to that, since you guys have been so good to our city, we should build produces food depending on soil fertility. Food not stored is lost. Can't be flooded by heavy rains. Vulnerable to flooding. Not vulnerable. Huh. Is it better to have orchards? Alright, we're gonna have 2 orchards. And a stockpile, so we're gonna have to cut down some more wood. Wood is a very, very important resource in this game. Once we have our foresters up, we won't need to worry so much about chopping down wood manually. And at that point, it only really becomes about clearing the space so that we can build our kingdom more. Again, thank you guys so much for joining me in the new Kingdoms and Castles series. I've had this game for at least a year or so. It's been about a year. And I've been playing it on and off, you know, just during my free time. And I'd figure not many people, you know, play games like this, so why not make some video series about it? I hope you guys end up, you know, enjoying this video and enjoying this series. If you guys have any recommendations or any sort of advice on how I can possibly make it better. Whoops, like my avatar keeps getting in the way. You know, please feel free to leave me a message or leave a comment or whatever, however you'd like to communicate it. I'm totally down to listen to your advice and try to make the next video even better and more enjoyable to watch. Also, I apologize for this down here. I keep moving my avatar logos throughout the video because I'm trying to find the best place to put it. So if you guys have any suggestions or if you guys would rather just not see that at all, let me know and I can make sure to do that next time. Alright, so it looks like we do have our orchards. They are built up now. We have a total of 8 citizens or civilians here in our little hamlet, our Quiet Hamlet. It is now the year 3. My lord, 3 people visited, but only 2 found a satisfactory home and decided to stay and serve you. Well, that's not that great, you know. We kind of want everyone to stay, but that's not too bad. I'm sure that we'd be able to retain more people if we have a well down. So why don't we try to build ourselves a quarry? But so far we have built a keep. And after a keep, we built some roads so that we can expand where we can build. We cut down some trees over here so that we could clear the land, because most of this over here is very fertile. So we're gonna try to, you know, focus this as our crop area. We put down 2 orchards, and that should be pretty good. It's you know, flood proof. So it's not vulnerable to any heavy rain, so that's pretty good so that we don't lose any crops in case of severe weather. And we built 2 hovels, my bad, 2 houses that house up to 5 villagers. So we have now a total, oh look at that, we've maxed out. We have a total of 10 civilians and we only have 10 beds. So we're gonna have to build another hovel. But unfortunately by doing that, we are gonna be using some of our wood resources. So now we're gonna have to wait just a little longer until we can build our quarry. And I believe we have more food than we do civilians, so it might be possible that we can just keep this orchard closed so that we can have some more builders and more workers and reserve them kind of more for the raw resources, like the stones and the wood. Like the stones and the wood. Like, the thing I like about this game is that you can scroll in so closely to the game. It's almost like a sim game where you can, you know, you can look at these guys and see what they're doing. It's not like they just disappear from the game. They're actually all present, like all of these little figure guys. So that's pretty neat. Another game that does something like that is kind of City Skylines. You wouldn't really think of it, but it's actually quite enjoyable when you zoom in all the way and once you have like a metropolis going on. And, you know, it's a bustling metropolis, and then as you zoom in closer and closer into the city and into the streets, you can actually see more people starting to appear and like more vehicles and stuff. It's pretty neat. It's another way to appreciate the city that you've just built. Alright, look at that. We have 56 wood after waiting maybe just a minute. So let's try building a quarry. That is too far away from our road, sire. Okay, no problem. So, can we make a bridge? No, we're gonna need money for piers. So that's too bad. Too far away. So what is the closest way? Maybe we can make a bridge over here instead of going through land. Would that be smart? I think that would be risky. But otherwise, look at the route. Oh man, that is rough. Alright, so let's chop our way through and make a route for our workers to be able to reach the stone. Kind of just clear out that area. And then we'll connect it with the road because we actually can't build. You see how there's like this blue line outline? That shows the area that you can build compared to the whited out area. You cannot build in the whited out area. So the only way for us to expand where we can build and how far we can expand to is by building roads. We have so much wood. And we do have enough food too to sustain everyone. Alright, it's the year 5 already. 3 people visited, but only 2 found a satisfactory home and decided to stay. Our city is full. We need more homes. Wow. Alright, so we're not doing that bad. We're actually doing pretty well. We're filling up all these homes, and all we really have in our city are 3 homes, 2 orchards, in which one of them is currently not being occupied by workers. And now we finally built a road to our quarry. Now we can start mining for some stone. And we should make a stockpile once we get some stone. And then I can show you guys how we can build a forester. And essentially from there, guys, that is the basics of the game. And that should set you up to be able to do, you know, some of the more elaborate things that this game has to offer. Once you're able to find yourself or make yourself a food source, like an orchard or some sort of farm, and you're able to sustain, you know, enough food for the civilians that you have in your city. Once you have the food down, you know, you can focus on getting some stone, because you could always chop wood, right? But you can't really manually get any stone. So you focus on getting a quarry, which is only 15 wood. The challenge is, you know, connecting your city and the roads all the way to the quarry. That's the challenge. So as you can see here, mine was a bit further away. It's not that bad. It took maybe, you know, 5 minutes for us to connect that. And after we get the stone, we can build a quarry. And you guys will start seeing here, see right, this guy right here, he just mined for some stone. And he's going to bring that over to our stockpile in our keep. And you guys will start seeing us rack up on some stone here. Once we have that, we can build a forester, and a forester self-sustains and cuts down wood and harvests wood for us. So in that way, you're going to be harvesting food, harvesting wood, and stone automatically, as long as you have workers occupying that building or that structure. And that's enough to get you through the game to be able to build other structures, because for quite some time, all you need is some wood and stone to build structures. Once you know, get to the point where you want to build some more expensive structures that require gold, all you have to do is build a treasure room somewhere in your city, and you can start taxing your peasants. All right. We have enough for our first forester, and we're going to build him right here. This is perfect. This is actually perfect. Alright, so we're going to chop that down. And we're just going to give him that whole land right there. Because, you know, what else are we going to really use that land for? I mean, we could use it to do more farming, but then there's other land out here to do farming, and the trees are already surrounding here. So we're just going to give this kind of forest to the forester. You know, let him claim his land. And then this area right here, where it misses, right? This barren area, I guess we'll just make like this one big square area. Or not square, maybe this diamond shape right here, where a lot of the barren land is, and the, you know, just the normal fertile land into the actual residential zone. That'd be pretty neat. Okay, I think it's time that we build a new home. Let some new residents into our building, our city here, and let them work for us, you know. Alright, let's build them a well. And wells, so you guys see here, the well also has a zone area that goes from darker blue outer towards like a lighter blue. That shows the region that it supplies water to. So water does a couple of things. It provides water for, you know, drinking for the citizens or civilians in your land, as well as, you know, according to the zone, it provides water to be able to extinguish fires in case of a dragon attack or in case of some sort of fire burning your building. So now the rating should actually be up once this is built. The fire risk should be dropping just quite a bit. Actually, it should be quite a bit because it's directly in the dark blue zone. So once that's built, we'll be able to see that the fire risk goes down. And right here, one of the last things that the residents needs to be super happy, rather than just 65% happy, is wanting drinkable water and also charcoal for the winter. They have, what is it? They have neighbors and they have access to roads. They have enough food. So we just need to focus on, after building this well, getting them some charcoal. Ah, you guys see that right here? +2 wood. So this guy must be a forester here. He just goes around, you know, cutting down wood as he pleases in his region right here. And he'll also go around planting those areas. Planting wood in those areas. Alright. Okay, nope. It's not done yet. I was gonna say, it looks like it's done. Why didn't the rating go down? Alright, there we go. Yep. So it went all the way from high risk all the way down to low risk. And we should see this one a bit further. And the reason why that one is not all the way at low is because if you see carefully right up here, the dark blue changes to a lighter shade of blue about halfway through that castle. So majority of that castle is actually not in the best rated area for the water extinguishing. But that's okay, you know, it's still pretty damn low. Nice. Year is now year 7. Previous year, year 6. A total of 8 people visited. Out of those 8 people, only 4 stayed. Not bad. So what do we need to make people happy? Our rating is slowly going up. Our food is slowly going up. We might need a little more stone, but that just might be taking time to build. We should make a stockpile a bit closer. Maybe we should build a stockpile closer here. Okay, we'll do that there, and actually we'll make our charcoal makers over here. And charcoal makers do have a risk of starting fires. So be careful and also build a well over here. Just in case. Sure, nothing would happen, but just in case. Alright, cool. Charcoal output, 15 per year. Our rating should slowly be going up. Let's see what the advisors have for us. Agriculture. Sire, our food stores are running low. Perhaps more farms could help? I'll take that advice. Okay, but we are doing pretty good. We're staying afloat. Sire, let's make life better for our peasants. Try building nice large houses or other things the peasants might enjoy. Ah, I see. So maybe we can build them something like a tavern. Yeah, maybe a tavern, a fire brigade, professional firefighters to help extinguish. Oh, that's new. That actually wasn't in there the last time I played this game. Very cool. A lot of these things are new too. Fountain wasn't there. bathhouses weren't there. These lords, queens weren't there. I don't believe the Great Library was there either. Wow, look at how many resources that takes. That is so cool. And I also reckon these docks, transport ships, and bridges weren't there. I do remember pier was there. Maybe bridge was there, but the other two weren't there. Drawbridge and Stonebridge. Alright, there we go. So our fire rating should be pretty low. Nice. So in case there's a fire, it'll be extinguished pretty quickly. We do have a charcoal maker. These guys are making charcoal, but since our homes need charcoal, they are currently going straight to those homes, and it's going to make everyone happy. Let's build our road over here to make this resident happy. Yay! We've turned into a small village. That is awesome. And then we'll also make a cottage around here and possibly a tavern around this area. Alright guys, so we went from a quiet hamlet to a small village within 8 years. That took us about 30 minutes. In about 30 minutes, we were able to build our first keep. With our keep came advisors. One for agriculture, one for city, one for military. And these guys would be, I guess, considered your tips or your tutorial guides. If you ever get lost and you lose a sense of direction, you could always go to them, and sometimes they will have those little dots over their heads that show them, you know, that indicate they have something to advise you for. All right, and with a keep, it also allows you to store resources in your keep. There is a max amount of that, so it's smart that you build yourself a small stockpile. But before you do, you want to be sure that you're able to keep yourself afloat with the resources that you need. So what we did here, we built 2 orchards at first, but even up till now, 30 minutes into the game, we've only needed to use 1 of these orchards. So we closed down 1 of the orchards so that we could use the civilians that it would take instead and use them as workers for some other buildings and structures. So we kept 1 orchard open, and it produces about 50 food a year. We have a total of 4 houses. We built ourselves a stone quarry, and we also built ourselves a forester. Alright, so that pretty much wraps it up, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any comments or suggestions, feel free to leave me a message or comment them below. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.